Sanbonani, football lovers. Welcome to Sporty Bongs. Kamalambong Nkosi. This is where football and passion meet. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and to click the notification bell so that every time when I upload, you get to be notified. Danko. Let's get straight to it. I'm going to do a starting lineup prediction of Kaizer Chiefs versus Cabo Scope second leg. Obviously, FNB. But one thing I'm not certain about which formation are we going to use? Is it going to be the 3-4-3 that we used versus Marmo Galans, or is it going to be our traditional 4-3-3, of which it gets to be dissected in a way which at some point you can use 4-2-1-3 or 4-1-2-3. So it will depend on our coach bazo sebenzisa which setup so that we can be able to win that game and use the correct players so that it can be easy for us to win games. So in the goalpost, obviously goalkeeper is Brendan Peterson. So far so good. He makes good saves that keeps us in the game every game that we play. Even on that Marumo Galans and even a Cabo Scope, we could have lost by a big margin, but he made sure that he kept us in the game. So obviously I'm going to use Brendan Peterson, and I don't know, as I've said, is it going to be a 3-4-3 or a 4-3-3? But let me just use a 3-4-3 that it was last used versus Marmo Galans. So obviously, good 3-4-3 setup is 3 center backs and 4 in the middle and 3 forwards. So with Umayo absent, with Umarco absent, with Ndlovu absent, Wamanyama positions we are limited. We have to use what we have. So I feel like with it tomorrow, our big three is going to be Bradley Cross. Bradley Cross, obviously, for his height, because we saw how they were pulling Umarco on the first leg, because they've got the height, they have speed, and also they are physically strong. So Cross will be able to nullify because he has timing in terms of marking. He has mastered the basic of defending. But experience is going to be key for us because Umarco knows how to play that position. He knows with what is expected. That's why we get to see him he was able to deal with them, even though the odds were against. He was able he put his body in front of them so that they can be able with foul, so that it can be easy for him to win fouls, and then we start again and start recycling the ball. But with the Cross, we know with what is expected of him, so he's going to play that left center back, and we're gonna use Miguel obviously on that central center back, because obviously aggression is going to be needed, because those teams are very, very physically strong, and obviously if you are not strong and if you are weak, it's going to be difficult for you to mark and contain them. So if you will be important. Hopefully you won't make any tackles that are going to cost us the game. Has to keep his calm. Obviously, I like his partnership with Kunika. Kunika is a calm head. He's able but no, this is what you are supposed to do. Don't be too rational. Just make sure you are calm on the ball. Make sure you read the situations. You don't misjudge any situation, so that you don't find yourself going to make tackles that are unwanted, that are going to cost the team. So obviously, it leads me to a right center back of Ukunika. Kunika is one player that I think he's improving game by game. For his calmness, it makes it easy for us to defender, because we are calm and he doesn't rush any decisions. He's able to connect with the midfielders and also our right winger, because he's able to my ball without panicking. So it is good to have such a defender, because it makes it easier for us to read the game, because obviously in that position that he plays, he can be able to see the field as a whole. Midfielder. The reason why I will use Ox, it is because Ox may not be an ideal defensive midfielder to many people, but trust me, Ox has been the best midfielder that we have in the past 2 games, because he was able to execute his primary duties very well compared to the other midfielders, an 8 and also a number 10, because they were not that effective in their primary duties, whereby with the attacking must focus on creating, must focus on linking a play, and the number 8 as a box to box. They were finding it difficult, but Ox was able to execute. And Ox, one thing I've noticed about him, he's a player that makes it easy for us to press high up, because he has got that willingness to press and help the team. But his partners in the middle of the park, they are letting him down, because when he pushes, they don't cover for him. He has to come back again and try to win the ball, and then that's when it becomes difficult, because after that he loses the ball again. But this time I want to be specific and precise in instructing with how we must be able to set up in that middle field. In that middle fielder, if we are going to use Ucele and Ox, because Undlovu is injured. Ucele must make it his priority. The same way Ultsulunyane used to do Katsande, the same way how Adams used to do with the Ox with Stellenbosch. Try to play closer to Ox, to what? To limit Ox trying to do forward passes that are not accurate, that makes it to be a turnover, and then we get to be found whereby which we have to chase the game. Now we have to find ourselves marking from a point whereby we are attacking. Try to play closer to him so that you can play those short passes with him. Your responsibility will be to try to progress the ball going forward. Let Ox protect the back four. Let Ox bring stability in that middle of the park. We do know our problems, but the solutions, we also know them, but we don't want to solve our problems. That's how Ox will be effective if you want. Yes, as a middle field, you must be able to turn, you must be able to pass, but Ox for now is finding it difficult, but I believe with each and every game, we always see an improvement from Ox. But trust me, believe me not, in that middle field, without the Ox, we are nothing. We can try by all means to bring his spirit down, but without Ox, we are nothing. That's why you see the coaches, they rather play it safe with Umthetho than using Ucele as a DM and try to bring another 80 so that we can play, because they see the job that he does, breaking plays and making sure he breaks the attacks of the opponent. It is very vital for us so that we don't concede many goals, because even the players that seem like they are not doing their job, Ox uyakwazi ukusivala leso sikhala ukuthi kungabonakala ukuthi there's someone olekhaya lapha in that middle field. In the back four there's someone olekhaya, especially in that side of Froz, uyakwazi ukusivala Umthetho. But masingathatha lokho okuba kwenza sikube eceleni, you can see ukuthi do have a player there, you just have to encourage him. And then obviously we're gonna have wing backs that are going to invert. Obviously I believe on this game Ushinga will make his first debut because of the absence of Marco, and we don't have another left back that can start. So obviously we're gonna use Ushinga. Ushinga also is very physically strong. He's able to deal with players. 1v1 is very good, and offensive is very good. We saw in that game when he played Asante Katoko on that Toyota Cup. So it's going to be key for us to have someone that is going to offer that cover when we try at least trying to bring that creativity going forward. And then on the right hand side, yes, I would love to see another player, but unfortunately Monyane was the player that was giving us what we wanted. So Ufroza for now, he's not doing very well, but Solomons, I don't see him replacing Ufroza, because he doesn't have that quality that will be needed from a wing back so that you can be able, because Ufroza must be able to put in crosses in the box so that our striker can benefit, because the team that we are going to play with, this thing of trying to play on the shoulders of the defenders, it won't work. Du Preez won't be effective because those strikers are tall, they are physically strong, and also they have got the pace. So Du Preez won't find it easy. So that's why I would prefer cross cross and also Shinga cross. So obviously it leaves me to see on the attack. On the attack, I believe if we can use Ulilepo on the left hand side, and then we're gonna use Du Preez on the right hand side, and then we focus laphayana ku central forward, laphayana ku strike, because I believe that this game is going to be more favorable for a player like Ighodaro. Ighodaro, he knows how to stamp his authority in the box. He's physically strong. He can be able to challenge those defenders. He's going to be able to compete with them. Aerial is also a threat, and is a predator inside the box. Yes, Silva for his height is going to work for us, but we saw on the first leg which he was most of the time he was isolated. It was difficult for him to atole the ball from our midfielders, because that team defensively they are structured and they are solid. So it was difficult for us to penetrate. But with a striker like Ighodaro, I don't know about his fitness level or recover right, but I believe with this game is going to be best suitable for a striker like Ighodaro compared to the other ones that we have, because if you look at that defense, they are competing aerially, physically, they are physically strong, so it is not easy ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uba bullish, but we need a player that is going to be a problem child to them, that is going to cause that discomfort. It doesn't only mean ukuthi that striker will score, but he will create chances, open gaps for us so that we can exploit inside the box, because it's going to be vital to have a striker like that. And then that's when we can say players like Duba, Shabalala, Sereno, they will have to make it their responsibility when they are introduced second half. They will give us something that is going to help us, because we just need an early goal and then we manage the game. But if there was going to be any changes in that middle field, if we were going to use another formation, if we were going to use our traditional 4-2-3-1, I think Ungcobo was going to be an important player that we're going to use in that middle field, because he's going to be the one that is going to regulate how we play, who's gonna make sure with our ball movement, how we circulate the ball, how patient we are in terms of trying to build up, so that it can be easy for us with this Skwazo entice our opponent, so that they can try to open up spaces and gaps, so that we can find those pockets, so that we can run into them, so that we create chances. And also because of his ability to be able to addition those defense splitting passes, and his ability not to shy away from taking a shot from range, that is what is going to be needed from us. But in terms of work rate, yeah, it's going to be demanding for him, but I think he's going to be up for it. So it will depend on which formation are we going to use. But the important part is to use the correct players that are going to execute that job that needs to be executed. So that is my predicted starting 11. And because of Omayo Agekovele, surely we have to use another striker that I believe he can provide a goal for us. And then let's go to a score prediction. Abona, as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I love the club with everything in me, but I find it difficult to believe we're gonna change things, we're gonna try win on that game. Looking at how we played in the previous two games, is going to be difficult. So I don't want to put my hopes high, because that will create me ngibe nama expectations of which azogcina manje siwacreate ukuthi ngibe naleyo lulaga towards the players and the team ukuthi azange baperform. So it is better let me not expect anything, but hope for the best, because it's going to be difficult for us to score. I know that for a fact, and it can happen not we can still concede, because our defense is still shaky, ayikho that solid, ayisafani nakuqala. But hopeful ukuthi yonke into izohamba kahle. But mina engikubonayo, we won't even try to score a goal, because that team is very solid and we are not promising we're not going forward. Our attack is not promising. So it will depend ukuthi i-gameplay niyobe njani from the coaches. But this was my starting 11 and my predicted score line. So I think leya team nje izozwinela ngaloya 1-0. They won't have to stress about even trying to attack us. They will just shut the back door. So for us, knowing we find it difficult to penetrate a low block, surely it's going to be difficult for us to score. But we must keep hoping that at least we can try to salvage something that is going to be good for us. Let's go and try ukuthi sisi-game ku-extra time, but akekho waziyo ukuthi yozala ngomuni. Yeah, this is it for today. Thank you for watching. I don't know what do you think about this starting 11, but I believe it is going to work for us so that we can win. Ama-subs vele it's going to be Duba, Sireno, Dai, and Ntwari, Eden McCarthy, Matlow, Eden Chislet. I believe Utina can be introduced tomorrow or on the game that we're going to play. Who's another player that can be a sub that can work for us when it gets to be introduced? A player like Nkosingiphile Ngcobo, if it doesn't get to start, yabo, because it is confusing ukuthi asazi ukuthi yiphi formation emele sibelieve kuyo, but I believe mina ukuthi okay, ibench ne-starting 11 they are very solid, but I don't know what do you think nina bafethu ukuthi umbono wenu nobeke kanjani. So danko.